Hello, welcome to day 2 of the Maybe 40 Day Challenge on 3 Hamster Boys YouTube channel. As a reminder, you can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at 3 Hamster Boys. So we've made it 2 days in a row. Hard to believe. Hopefully, I'm getting better at this, still having a hard time just looking at the camera and imagining everyone behind it. But we're going to get better at this. So yesterday we talked about the practical side, which is filming every day, changing the studio. The second part of it is the physical side. When I looked at the video, the only thing I could think of was, man, I'm old and boy am I fat. I know, doesn't sound very nice, and we really want to be positive at this station, on this YouTube station, but man, I just looked really big. And I gotta tell you, when I graduated high school, in 1983, which was almost 40 years ago, I weighed 182. Right now, I'm at 282, which is just way too much. Now, I'm a vegetarian, so I kind of cheat off the fats and everything because I don't eat any meat, but still, my doctor's always getting on me. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to do some different things to make my physical side a little bit better. I'd like to do this for a long time, and I like to see my sons grow old, at least a little bit. So what we're going to do is a couple different things. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to try some intermittent fasting. Now, I love food, and the idea of not eating food is not in my DNA at all. So we're going to try 4 different things, and it's going to be divided into 10 days each. The first 10 days is going to be the easiest, and then every 10 days it'll be something a little bit more difficult. So the first one is 12 hours of eating, not continuously, and 12 hours of fasting. In most medical journals, that's considered the easiest one to transition to start intermittent fasting. So that's what we're going to do. So basically, I'm only going to eat between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m., and then I will not eat from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. And yes, they recommend that you do it during the time you sleep to not eat, because most of us don't eat while we sleep, although we do get up in the middle of the night and eat. So we'll see how it goes. The second 10 days, we're going to do what they call 16 and 8, which is 8 hours of eating and 16 hours of fasting. That's going to be a little bit different, but I think it's not going to be too difficult. The third 10 days, we're going to do what they call 2 and 1. Basically 2 days of eating and then 1 day of fasting, or 500 to 600 calories in it. That's going to be a little bit more difficult because I'm going to starve that 1 day. And then the fourth 10 days, we're really going to be doing something. We're going to do 1 and 1. So basically 1 day of eating and 1 day of fasting, 500 to 600 calories. We'll see how it goes. If you're doing this or you're following along, just be careful. Make sure it's okay with your doctor. But for me, this is just a chance to see what it is. Now, will I lose weight? Probably, but probably not because of the fasting. I think whenever you watch something or anytime you observe something, it makes changes, right? So I'm paying attention to what I'm eating, so maybe I'm not eating that extra bag of chips on the side, or I'm not having that extra chocolate chip cookie. Plus my wife owns a bakery, so it's really hard not to eat sweets. But because I'm watching what I'm eating, I'm going to lose some weight. So we'll see how it goes. We're going to do some other things, but we'll talk about that later. For today's tasting, we're going to go a little bit west of India. We're going to go to Pakistan. And what I have here is 3 different flavors of slanty potato chips. I think they're potato chips. They look kind of like potato chips, but we'll see what they taste like. So 3 flavors are salted, vegetable, and then jalapeno. Right? So let me show you what the bags look like. There you go. Vanna White. All right, let's see what the first one looks like. So very different looking, very clear, look like a pasta noodle. Let's see what they taste like. And this is the salted one. Oh, I've had this taste before, but I cannot think of what it is. It has a soft consistency, so it's not crunchy. Nice salty taste, but not much flavor to the chips. It's good. but kind of plain. All right, let's see what the next one is. All right, so this one is the vegetable one. All right, so let's see what it tastes like. A little bit crunchier consistency, much better flavor. Because the salty one just had the one tone of salt. This one has multiple tones. I can't really get exactly what vegetable flavors it is, but it's definitely got a better flavor to it. Still not all that overwhelming. It's okay. Let me try another one. It's a better taste, but it's still kind of not all exciting. Last one is a jalapeno one. And as you can see, it goes from the white chip to a little bit yellow to a much like reddish yellow, almost orange color. Now I'm hoping that this has more kick to it. Once again, the overall flavor of the chip itself is kind of plain, but that's got a good taste to it. I like this one the best. It's got more flavor, more kick to it. Yeah. So overall, I wasn't impressed with these. They're okay, but they're kind of a much more subtle taste than I'm used to. I like bigger flavors, bigger taste. So I'll give the salt and the vegetable ones probably C's. They're not bad. You know, you're walking around eating them, probably okay. The jalapeno one, I'm going to give it a B, only because it has much better flavor. I like a bigger kick to it. I like a stronger flavor to it. And the chip itself, it's soft, has a weak taste, doesn't really add anything to the flavor. So not one of my favorites, but the jalapeno is okay. I would probably eat the jalapeno again. All right, so there we go. So I have 2 C's and a B. Hope you enjoyed it and talk to you soon. Bye.